Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel and all things relating to food, beverage, health, yeah, da 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 da. Okay, so we've got this and hopefully we don't get too much light. Maybe something put it over here, put like a cup somewhere. There's still a little bit of dregs left in that one from before, but should be alright. Should be alright. Store now. Store lager beer, refreshing good times since 1949. So, welcome, my dear. Whatever you do, don't go over the top with drink if you like your body, but your choice is your choice. I don't know what to. Can't really get much of it. Smelled a little bit weird for a second there. Let's just put that much in. So nice colour to it. You would expect this anyway, unless it's going to have some kind of radioactive, like green illumination or whatever. You know, you would expect it to have this type of colour anyway. And straight away smell like the biscuity aroma. Let's try and supposed to be, can't even get it. There's a bit of a head on that, can't even get it to swirl. No, not happening. A wheaty aroma. Anyway. A sweet lemon flavour. Obviously there's hops there, but a nice woodiness to the wheaty flavour to it. A little bit of a malty flavour. This is a nice lager actually. Takes you back to those days, what you would think when you're a little kid and stuff. And you, back in my day, I don't know if it was just me, but when I used to walk past like a pub, you would get that kind of smell when you walk past the doors and stuff, like a woodiness from the like the lagers and stuff. This is what kind of reminds me of what I would think people would probably drink back in those days for the flavour, the palate, the notes, that there. Light bitterness, sweetness of maybe some matured lemon. That's what I'm getting. There's sweetness to it. Light bit of bitterness sitting in the back, but not overly so. Same notes all the way around. Yeah, you're still getting that like woodiness from the aroma. Not really picking up anything personally, other than the wheatiness, little bits of hop. That's it. Like I say, it's sitting with three things predominantly on the notes, on the tongue. The sweet lemon, a little bit of the woodiness, like a malty kind of backing, the mature flavouring. Like I see the sweetness to it. Lemon, barley, like woody notes. Obviously the hops kind of notes. Again, it's just kind of like one, boom, boom, like one after another. You get more so the sweetiness from the lemon first, and then it's a little bit after that you start getting the other flavours. It's actually quite a nice, refreshing, crisp lager, I believe. So let's get this for a thumbnail. That's not going to do. Let's actually pour some out so it'll look better on a thumbnail. That's going to look bad with the head on that, isn't it? It's going to look good. Maybe it's a little bit. Yeah, something there. Anyway. Okay, so I'm finding this one a little bit hard to put a score on, because I don't think it's as good as Stella Artois, but it is better than like some of the drinks that I've tried here, like, especially like the Budweiser and such. It's got a little. It's kind of on the same level, but not as good. Like score wise, but it's not as good as. So I would say the what's it called? The dark or super dark. I forget the name of it now. Super dark. I've done a review on it. If you want to look through that, it's kind of on a similar level. I'm thinking about a 7.7, and as you know, I don't like the points, so I normally round it up if it's past, say, a 7.5. If it's 7.5, I generally round it down. Most of the time, I think I might have once, maybe it's twice, left it as that, but I generally like to round it up or round it down from 5. So since we are on 7.7, I'm going to give it an 8. It's not quite there as an 8, personally speaking, but it is a decent quality beer. It's essentially just like a low 8. Like, if you were to want to call it an 8, it would be like, it's like we're picking up 8s. We're picking up 8 leg lagers that would hit the 8 mark. This would be like a low end, like still, you can still see it like it's in the 7s, a high 7, whatever you want to do yourself. I would count this still as an 8, and I'd be like, yeah, it's a low 8. I wouldn't purposefully go out to like buy this. I would not purposefully go out my way to buy this as a lager. I bought it because it looked unique. It was one of the world lagers, and I wanted to, give it a review. I wouldn't purposely go out my way to actually buy it as a drink, but it is nice. It is, like I say, 7.7, but I round it up to an 8. Yeah, it's the kind of feel that you would think lager would taste like. At least back when I was younger. Maybe it's not now. The different ages with the changing of lagers and such, a lot of the citrusy lagers, and sometimes the ones that don't have as much the hoppy, barley kind of flavors now are just like more citrus with water. Like this is a strong drink in relation to the flavors. There's a few flavor notes on the tongue. By far better than, but what's it called, man? Budweiser. But it's not quite on the. I'll probably say slightly lower than Super Doc. Definitely lower, like noticeably lower than Stella Artois unfiltered. So 8 out of 10. If you want to get nitty gritty kind of nitpicking, I'll say a 7.7. It's not quite a real 8, but because we prefer like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll still talk about, the points, but I would say, if I was to go into a shop and I'm looking for 8s and I can't find any that's like a high 7, or should I say like that I would consider like an 8, I would look at this and go, oh yeah, that was a high 7, and it's pretty much an 8. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would pick this up if I couldn't find any 8s in the aisles. I'd be like, yeah, this is an 8 essentially. I'll buy this, I might buy 1 or 2, but I don't think I would probably buy a few of these. I probably would buy at maximum 2. I can't remember the price of this. I think it was in like the £3, £4 margin. Trying to see if I have the receipt. Let's look this up just in case. Store lager. Let's see. Shopping. So for some reason it's showing up on Ellis Food as £18. That's a rip off for 6. Tesco £3.30. So yeah, I was thinking about £4 or something for it, but it's not. It's actually £3.30. Yeah, I mean it's a nice drink. It's one that you would want to pick up, but I wouldn't. Yeah, like I say, I wouldn't buy 2. I'll not buy more than 2. £6 for 2. Not really my go-to. It's worth at least, if you couldn't find a decent lager, it's worth at least that this is a nice quality, taste, refreshing lager. But it's not like, yeah, let's just pick this up and put it in. Here's the beer that I'm going for. But if there wasn't the beers that I was going for, and then I seen this, I'd be like, yeah, that was good enough. Having a party or something, that was good enough. It doesn't look like, when you're looking at the wrapper, to me, this looks like a cheap beer, but the quality is there. It just I like the hops, the barleys, and all the wheats and stuff. Don't know why they've got like music and stuff on the side, but it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like a cheap kind of covering, you know what I mean? But it tastes nice, so I'm not going to complain about that. 8 out of 10, 7.7 technically speaking, if we want to get into nitty gritty. But yeah, 8 out of 10, but a low, very, very low 8, as high 7, low 8 if you want to consider it an 8. Do you know what? From now on, actually, after today, I'm going to still classify this as an 8 because it is nice. But from here on out, I'm going to start doing the points. So if you want to go back to it, it was a 7.7. I'm going to just stick it with. It's hard. Because I don't think it's worthy of an 8. But it's not worthy of just like a straight up 7. It's one of those weird, it tastes really nice, but it's not. I don't want to just give it like a straight up, like, yeah, it's an. I'm going to stick with points on here, like 7.7. 7.7, that's what it was. So, boom. Feel free to subscribe if you agree or disagree. Like I say, it's a nice drink. True, honest review, but it's just not edging past 8 for me, and I don't want to be unfair to the ones that are 8s. And then you look at this and you go, really? Is it worthy to be on the same level as the other ones that I have given 8? I don't think so. It's nice, but it's not that nice. So 7.7 is the score. I'm going to start doing like points, because sometimes when you get to these, you're going to have to like reflect on them and go, right, is there a point? So maybe I'll go back at some point with different beers and different foods as well, and start trying to break it down if I still feel like, there's a point there that needs to be talked about. But this will be the first one, 7.7. This lager is a decent one. To get me, it was 1 or 2, but I wouldn't normally pick it. I would probably go for the Stella Artois or Super Dark. And there's other lagers out there that probably would be on the same level. That I would probably go for, that have got bigger brand names if you're having a party. But it's not bad if you want to test it out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, strike the like, share the content, and all of the good stuff. Leave your views and opinions in the comment section below. Hopefully the Discord link is in the description as well. But do you agree? Do you disagree? If you do food and beverage review channels as well, let me know. If you've reviewed this, I would love to see it. Just let me know. I've got a channel as well. Could you come and check it out? I would love you to, blah, blah, blah. Just don't put links in, because I don't think YouTube likes people putting links in and then it could be hidden. So it's better to just say, I've got a channel, this is my channel name, or hey, this is the channel, and this is what the title or something. Try and keep it easy to find, but then the comment still stays up and able to be found within the mix of the people. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.